just want to say I know that it's easier said than done.
Okay, sorry. Look, just focus on your...
I've thought of something else.
Like what?
I don't know, anything. Patient management.
Clean pill or a cocktail?
Surprise me?
to go, but I think he's good to be discharged.
Okay, well, if you're happy.
I'm just gonna stay for one more drink and then I'm gonna go home.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys, because today I am gonna be giving an update on the relationship, or basically ex-relationship between, in this case, Harper and Phil, on the telenovela, in this case soap opera called Shortland Street. I feel like their relationship or situationship doesn't need no introduction, because this couple is actually very popular, especially because of their drama that has been going on between them two. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this couple, and do you guys feel like they will make it to the end? So let's get right into it. So basically, Harper broke up with Phil. She had a very deep conversation with Phil and told her that, you know, she's not ready to give up on her marriage. She has a family and she wants to try and make things right between her and her husband. And of course, it was a very difficult pill for Phil to swallow, but she understood it. So basically, the two broke up. They went their separate ways, but of course, they will still see each other every single day because they work together. You know, it's impossible for them to stay away from one another. So basically, you can see they were at the beginning avoiding each other, avoiding conversations, and when they speak, only speak about, you know, work-related topics. But as things progresses, you can actually see that Phil's, in this case, Harper's husband, started to get very close to Phil, because he felt like, you know, Phil was someone that he can talk to. You know, he's someone that doesn't judge him and that will hear him out, you know. So Phil was kind of that, you know, the shoulder that Harper, in this case, husband, needed. So of course, Phil went to Harper and spoke, you know, to her about it. And of course, Harper, at the beginning, she wasn't feeling very comfortable with her husband speaking to her ex-lover regarding their marriage, but, you know, she also understood it. But as things progresses, you can see that Phil was having a very hard time to move forward. You know, she was really going through it. She couldn't, you know, just take the breakup like that, because at the end of the day, she still has very strong feelings towards Harper. But the way Harper was playing it out was really upsetting me. She was just making like Phil didn't exist or didn't ever exist. And it was, for me, like, you could have at least shown a little bit more, you know, emotion towards the breakup, you know. So later on, you know, in this case, we can clearly to see that Phil's friend that actually knows about her situation with Harper told her for her to go away, to go take some time out for herself, to get herself together. And this is exactly what Phil did. And I feel like she did a very right thing. She actually went, she took a couple of weeks off, and you can see there's actually a couple of episodes where she doesn't appear. That's basically her going and taking time off for herself. And of course, Harper was back home, you know, in this case, trying to fix her marriage. Her marriage was also falling apart, because Harper slowly, you know, found out that, in this case, her husband, you know, kissed, you know, someone that he used to have history with, which in this case, that person is actually, you know, Harper's friend, and she's actually a lesbian because she has a wife. So that was a whole situation, because at this point, both of them were keeping secrets from one another, until one day the wife of the ex-lover of her, in this case, husband, Harper's husband, told, you know, her, in this case, Harper, that about the kids. In this case, Harper felt like they were even, but at the end of the day, they are not even, because her husband just kissed, you know, the person, and nothing went beyond the kiss. The kiss got immediately stopped by the other person. So it's not the same thing. You had a whole affair, you know, it's not the same thing. But for Harper, in this case, that justifies it, you know. But of course, Phil, when she found out that, you know, that situation happened, she wasn't very happy about it, because once again, Harper is trying to make everything about her, you know. It's just about her, how she feels, what she wants, her marriage, her kids, you know. It's never taking Phil's emotions into consideration, and that was something that was really getting me mad. So it came to a point that Phil is starting to get close to another guy that also works at the hospital. So things between them are starting to get serious. And to be honest, I really like the guy. You know, I was really hoping that, you know, in this case, Phil, she would move on with another woman. But unfortunately, after everything she went through with Harper, I doubt that will happen. But in this case, she's getting to know this guy, and looks like everything is going good between them. But she doesn't want to keep the lies from him. You know, she wants to be honest with him. in order for them to take their relationship to the next level. But in this case, tell him about their affair. In this case, Phil and Harper's affair, since all of them hang out. So I feel like this is something to clean up the air, which I perfectly get, just in case, he don't have to find it out through someone else. But of course, Harper is against it. She doesn't want nobody to know. It's always about what she wants, when she wants. She wants everything her way. She wants to dictate how Phil has to handle the situation because she's the one that's married. She's the one that has a husband. It's just a very, very, very selfish move by Harper, if you ask me. But later on, Phil once again understood it. She's very understandable. She compromises, like, okay, but there will come a point that I will move on to someone else, and if it's someone that that we are around, I will probably come clean to them because I don't want to keep those type of secrets from them. But yes, at this point, it looks like Harper and her husband, they have finally decided to give their marriage another shot, be a little bit more intimate with one another, spend more time with one another, especially after the very drought season they went through together. And later on, after a intimate session with her husband, you can actually see that, her husband was actually sitting on the couch and he saw a message coming from, so in this case, Harper's phone. And actually, Harper saved the name under work, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. And her husband saw the message and it was kind of like very like telling him like something wasn't right. And when I saw the text too, I was like, yeah, I would do the same. So basically he took the number and he called the number through the house phone and he realized it was Phil on the phone. And that's the moment I feel like he finally put one and one together and realized that this whole time Harper was cheating on him with Phil, because the text really like was surprising. Basically it's just saying I will cherish the moments and something like that. And of course there's a very triggering message. Everybody will feel like there's something way more than what it actually was, especially the way she saved Phil's name. But it is what it is. At this point, it is what it is. I'm not even mad if Phil and Harper don't get back together. I'm not even mad if Phil decides to move on to someone else, even though it won't probably be a woman, because I really do feel like Phil deserves better. I really do feel like Harper is selfish. I feel like Harper doesn't care about how Phil, is handling this breakup. I don't think like she takes, in this case, Phil's emotions into consideration. Like I said already during this video, everything is always about her, and her. But hopefully, Harper will also find peace and finally decide what she wants, and hopefully she will stop leading people on, decide if she wants to be married, decide if she wants to be with Phil, or just decide that she wants to be single and be alone and take time out for herself. There's no problem with it, just don't keep dragging someone along that cares for you. And I'm really happy that Phil is finally starting to put her feet down when it comes to Harper, and basically just letting her know, hey, you're not gonna do whatever you want with me. I'm gonna set boundaries, and you're gonna respect my boundaries, because there was actually a session where they went out, and they went out for drinks. It was Harper, her husband, and Phil, and the guy that she is dating. So they went out for drinks, and of course, she went to the bathroom, and Harper followed her, trying to hook up with her. But this is at the point where they were already not together. And basically, I really, really like the attitude that Phil had. Phil basically told her, no, you're not going to kiss me. You're not going to follow me to the bathroom, try to hook up with me. That's not going to happen. She basically put a boundary there. And she made, in this case, Harper feel so bad that the next day Harper had to apologize to her. And she was like, yeah, it's okay, but we both are moving on. So I need you to respect me. Give me my space, because that's what I'm doing. I'm giving you your space so you can fix your marriage and keep your family, so respect me as well. So I'm really happy that Phil are finally putting, some limits to this whole behavior that Harper has been having towards her. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Let me know your thoughts on their relationship. Do you guys feel like they will have a comeback, yes or no? For me at this point, if they don't, I really, really won't be mad, because I do feel like I already said, Phil does deserve better. And I do feel like Phil does deserve someone that, will be there for her and make her number also a priority. But yeah, only as the season progresses, we will know what will happen. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I've also activated the super stickers to the channel, just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. Until the next video, and goodbye.